Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See detail.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tuesday, September 17th, 2024. Born on this date in 1920, Marjorie Holt of Birmingham. She would become the first Republican congresswoman from Maryland. In 1923, singer-songwriter Hank Williams of Mount Olive. Now that's Mount Olive, the area in Butler County, not the community just outside Birmingham. Today is Constitution Day. On this date in 1787, the framers signed the U.S. Constitution after a nearly 4-month convention. Well, today we'll talk about Trump in a ball game, pediatrician issues in the state, more work coming to the Mobile shipyard, and more. I'm Mike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. Alabama GOP Chairman John Wall said that former President Donald Trump is considering attending the Alabama-Georgia game. Reports AL.com's Carol Robinson and Howard Koplowitz. Wall said he's not involved with the planning, and he's not sure whether the most recent assassination attempt on Trump may affect the decision on whether he'll attend. The top 4 matchup between the two SEC schools is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Alabama time on September 28th. If Trump does show up for the game, conventional wisdom tells us to not expect him to let loose a roll tide, no matter how solidly Trump Republican the state may be. See, Georgia is a vital swing state in November's election. Trump attended 2 Crimson Tide games while he was president. He was in Atlanta for the January 2019 Alabama-Georgia playoff championship game, but left before Tua Tagovailoa connected with Devonta Smith on that game-winning pass. And he was at Bryant-Denny Stadium for LSU Alabama the next November in a game that also is remembered for the appearance of the baby Trump balloon that was hoisted by protesters and subsequently slashed by an Alabama man. Well, the good news is that the state of Alabama has added nearly 150 pediatricians since 2022. Unfortunately, that language construction is always followed by some bad news. Nearly all the additional pediatricians, reports AL.com's Savannah Tryans-Fernandez, have set up shop in the larger population centers, the counties of Baldwin, Madison, and Jefferson, which leads us to the bad news side. According to data from the American Board of Pediatrics, over the past 2 years, Blount, Coosa, Cleburne, and Barber counties have lost their pediatricians. There are, at last count, 25 counties in Alabama that do not have a single pediatric practice. All these counties are rural, and many are in the Black Belt. Incentives for hanging a shingle in a rural Alabama area have shrunk. There are fewer hospitals now to share services with, and 12 existing rural hospitals have been reported as at risk of closing, making that worse. Pediatricians say the costs of staying in business have risen a great deal, while Alabama's Medicaid coverage hasn't kept pace, and most rural children are depending on Medicaid. Across the state, there are currently about 700 pediatricians. That would mean just over 1,600 children per pediatrician. Allstil USA has announced more growth at the Mobile shipyard, reports AL.com's Lawrence Specker. The shipbuilder landed a $450 million contract to work on about 3 nuclear submarines a year. Is $450 million still a lot? Allstil makes its ships by building large modules that are then moved to an assembly bay and welded together. With the subs, they'll build the modules, then ship the modules to facilities in Virginia or Connecticut. This means the building of a new facility and 1,000 jobs, according to Allstil. And it just broke ground on its final Assembly 2 launch facility. where it'll assemble modules into steel ships. The two projects are expected to take the number of jobs at Austal from around 3,100 to more than 5,000. Recently, we've had some big career moments for a few high school coaches. In baseball, Hewitt-Trussville coach Jeff Maulding, Coleman coach Brent Patterson, and former Gardendale and Mortimer Jordan coach Pat Keaty joined the late Steve Schartzer of Huntington College in the Alabama Baseball Coaches Association Hall of Fame class of 2025. And in volleyball, Saraland coach Dana Mason won her 500th career match last week. Mason worked 5 years at Citronelle, and this is her 9th season at Saraland. Thank y'all so much for listening to us. We'll be back here again tomorrow. Until then, y'all come see us anytime you want to on the internet at al.com.